Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for more WePlay Dota 2 action. Fnatic versus RoX.KiS. Best of two. RoX.KiS looking good in Group D right now. Already 4-2. Fnatic 0-2. So Fnatic desperately need this win. RoX.KiS, well, they can secure their advancement if they take two.
Yeah, RoX.KiS needs to win 2 more. Fnatic needs to win 6 more. One more difficult than the other.
One game at a time.
Yeah.
Of course, we can actually take a quick look at the group standings. Then we'll hop into the draft. It is game 1. Draft just began, so you're not missing too much just yet. As you can see, Na'Vi inside track for first place, 4-0. Scary Face all but eliminated at this point. And from there, it's the other 3 teams. All of them have a shot, I believe, but I'm not sure about Poseidon. But Fnatic, RoX.KiS definitely do have a shot still.
Yep. Okay.
And with that being said, draft's underway. Let's dive into it. It was a Naga first pick from RoX.KiS. Reply from Fnatic is a Clockwork, and they are going to follow it up with something. What are you thinking here? No Elder Titan. No Troll.
Remaining.
Earlier, I would say Lifestealer because Era's so good at the hero, but there's banned out, so never mind that. I don't think Fnatic's one of those teams that has a lot of signature picks.
Reserve
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, like for example, I think Na'Vi would prefer their offlaners, their junglers a little bit more. Maybe I'm just not used to casting Fnatic. I just don't see a big trend in their draft or in their playstyle.
Yeah, for me personally, I mean, I feel like they definitely had signature heroes back at TI3, but I haven't really watched that many of their games, so I know we all know Hani's signature item, Boots of Travel.
Right, but you could get on any hero.
Yeah.
So
Queen of Pain, Storm for him, quite common. Lifestealer for Era, that was his go-to hero. No Tail, known for his Visage play. Occasionally the jungle heroes. Trixie, Offlane Prophet, I think his most notable, but that was a different age. And, well, we'll see a quick Disruptor pickup.
Radiant,
One way to deal with
Radiant
Naga
team
is that Static Storm if you get it off. And also, RoX.KiS boldly respond with a Weaver who is very vulnerable, actually.
I want to
Static
point out that
Storm.
was an immediate response. I think they were just spamming the Weaver button if the Weaver wasn't selected,
Not even caring what Fnatic picked.
and they should care because Disruptor actually kills Weaver.
Destroys Weaver.
Yeah, so I don't know if they drafted a little bit too quickly,
5
but
seconds
Naga Siren
remaining.
and Naga Siren and Weaver are quite weak to Disruptor Static Storm.
And so looking at Fnatic now, they have really good just initiation range between Glimpse as well as Hook. They can move their opponents back. They can jump forward. Their ability to catch heroes out is pretty big already.
Okay, so the one thing I can say about Fnatic's drafting is that generally their offlane is very
Fnatic's
distinguished.
turn to ban.
Trixie plays most of the offlane. They like to do things like Bounty Hunter in the past. Clockwork is a big one. Nature's Prophet, like you said. So, to me, selecting a Clockwork so early is good and bad. Obviously, it's good in the sense that it counters Naga very well. Talk about if you hook in Battery Assault, she cannot use her Song of Siren as a disengage. It's bad at the same time is that, you know, Darkseer, Nature's Prophet, all of these other heroes that Trixie is so good at is not a possibility anymore because they're not going to pick 2 offlane heroes.
Yeah.
So you limit yourself somewhat in terms of the draft.
And you don't think there's any chance this is a
10
mid Clockwork here?
seconds remaining.
It could be. I don't think I've ever seen Hani play mid clock.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
it's something Hani plays much.
don't
Other
know.
teams you would think it definitely could be, but
Fnatic's
maybe not for
turn.
Fnatic.
It could be a support clock too, although, again, does No Tail slash
I mean,
Fly
no,
play
obviously
that?
they're capable of playing it. It's just, is it something they would want to run? And I think the answer is we haven't really seen that before.
Yeah, there's a bit difference between like, oh yeah, I saw Fog did that. Let me try doing it,
Yeah.
or I practiced this. You
10
know.
seconds
So
remaining.
now the ban's coming out. Fnatic banning out some solo mids that can punish what they wanted, which is a Dragon Knight. So they get rid of the Timbersaw, tough matchup for any melee hero, and they also get rid of Shadow Fiend, who frankly loves to play against Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I mean both heroes just free farm. The bottle crow for the Shadow Fiend helps him quite a bit as he kind of accelerate into his mid game item. Whereas Dragon Knight doing the same thing on his own. Although Dragon Knight going for a less explosive BKB. I feel like this is I think Gods and I agreed on if you don't know what solo mid you want to pick, you just pick up Dragon
10
Knight because it's
seconds
just
remaining.
He can do it all. He can carry, he can push.
he's
he
not
can-
gonna win every lane.
Yeah.
Very far from it,
But
but he's
he
not gonna
doesn't need to win
lose.
his lane.
He's not gonna lose, the lane as badly as you think. So
And unlike most heroes, he doesn't need to win his lane.
yeah,
Reserve time.
He just needs to not feed relentlessly. So RoX.KiS now, already the Weaver Naga. Weaver can do well against Clockwork. I mean, we saw Ice 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 dominated a Weaver 1v1 as the offlane clock, but normally Weaver's not going to die in that matchup. So they could run a safe lane Weaver aggressive tri-lane. They can run a Weaver mid who does okay against Dragon Knight. I don't think it's a great matchup, but it's okay. Or they can go aggressive tri-lane and pick something else up.
you make a good point though in the Clock versus Weaver matchup is that Weaver has such a short attack range where Clock just walks up to you and then cogs you. If you're in the clog, you eat some right click. If you're out of the clog, then you get pushed back and get your mana drained. So it's actually maybe a little bit harder than we think that Weaver's gonna win that lane. A Night Stalker. Okay.
Great heroes just to dive. Night Stalker, Weaver, Naga Siren, tanky, lots of burst. Great chasing lineup. They don't have too much team fight. That's the one area they're lacking now, but if the Weaver or the Night Stalker have a good start, it's going to be tough for Fnatic.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether RoX.KiS wants to actually team fight, because team fighting against the Clock and Disruptor is not where you want to be at. I think Night Stalker is actually a really good hero against Disruptor, predominantly because Disruptor likes to scale up Thunderstrike and Glimpse. So oftentimes you leave whatever the spell is called.
The something field, kinetic field, yeah.
You leave it at a very low level, and what that means is it takes a long time to set in. Night Stalker running so fast, you just run past the circle, and you continue on. So once you silence the Disruptor, he is just...
Also, Disruptor is very squishy. One Void is like half his health.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's a pretty aggressive lineup for RoX.KiS. I don't think we would have seen a Night Stalker if Fnatic had gone for a stronger solo mid, but they picked Dragon Knight, and they've already tipped their hand. I mean, with a Clockwork and a Dragon Knight, you could, I guess, run the Clockwork mid, run the Dragon Knight in a defensive tri-lane, and then run something else off lane, but Dragon Knight's just not that strong in tri-lanes.
Yeah, but I'm still somewhat shocked by this Night Stalker pick, because there's no reason... He's not a stable mid right now, so you could wait to the 5th pick and pick him up.
They're just confident in their game plan. I mean, we saw that with the Weaver pick. They were immediately picked it. And now Fnatic, well, I would say call Bruno, but I think he's getting drunk today, which is why he isn't participating in the Staff Cup. So
Is that why?
I think he tweeted something about it, or
Okay.
he said something about it. But enjoying
Bruno doesn't even drink.
enjoying Oktoberfest, I guess.
Bruno doesn't even drink.
Special occasions.
Okay.
Special occasions. He doesn't generally. Spirit Breaker.
All right, that's a hero.
So I mean, again, the initiation range. I just feel like Fnatic, they do have that ability to pick someone off no matter where they are on the map. Charge, glimpse, hook.
I wonder if that's the reason why they picked up Disruptor so early, because Disruptor is a counter to Spirit Breaker. You glimpse him back whenever he's charging in. So to secure themselves a Spirit Breaker, I don't know.
But I mean, I kind of prefer Rubik a lot more than Disruptor, and if you want Disruptor, you can get him later too.
Yeah, so this game's draft is just kind of all over the place and very confusing.
I think it's just the teams want to try stuff, you know?
Sure.
And
Well, both these teams are on the brink, so I don't know if you...
well, yeah, I'm not saying like they don't care about winning. It's more, you know, they just have something they want to do, and they're not afraid to just go for it. They're not, you know, gonna try and maximize their efficiency or anything like that.
Okay. So I imagine this is your Spirit Breaker support. I don't think Fnatic has taken a page out of the Chinese and decided to play him on a 1 row. I just don't think that works that well. So we're going to see him kind of applying pressure. The big problem is that Spirit Breaker doesn't give Clockwork and Dragon Knight much added killing power. I guess if Dragon Knight harasses Night Stalker very much so, maybe in theory you could charge in and go for the kill, but I just don't see that happening.
Now Fnatic banning out the Bounty Hunter, so they are expecting a defensive tri-lane. It looks like, I mean, Bounty Hunter can lane safe lane against Clockwork. Generally, he's an off-laner, though, and either way, Naga, Weaver, and Enchantress should be your tri-lane. Night Stalker, your solo mid, so they just need that one solo. As for RoX.KiS, they banned Gyro, which would give Fnatic sort of just a stable teamfight presence that right now they don't really have.
Yeah, Fnatic's just showing a lot of respect to the Bounty Hunter during mid-game. I think that Spirit Breaker and Disruptor are both heroes really good against Bounty, because Thunderstrike, you see him, Charge, you see him, you glimpse him back, Charge allowing your hero to walk in without dust. That's a big one
And you can just man-fight him as
well.
well.
Yeah, you man-fight him quite well. So I think what they're really afraid of is track giving RoX.KiS already very mobile lineup even more mobility.
And just rewarding them more for diving for kills.
So Troll Warlord is going to be, I imagine, the 1 row carry here. May actually go mid here and give Dragon Knight a safe lane. I think both the possibility is there.
Yeah, I mean, neither hero's great in a tri-lane, but the last pick is going to be a Lone Druid for RoX.KiS.
Okay.
So they're going to get a Lone Druid 1v1 safe lane against the Clockwork in the off lane. That should be fun for Sadoy.
Yep. Lone Druid also one of the heroes that is fairly immune to Disruptor. If you silence him, he doesn't care. You glimpse back the hero, he's not the bear in the fight.
And he's so tanky that he can just live through the Static Storm and Thunderstrike
yeah,
combo.
So maybe showing your Disruptor so early might not be the best idea, because all of these tanky frontliners are very difficult for Disruptor to deal against.
Yeah, RoX.KiS now have great split push. They have their team fight again is their big weakness here, but they still have Naga, so it's not too horrible.
Yeah, and I just don't think they want to team fight. They just kind of want to run around and get kills or split push with the Lone Druid. So
Era on the Troll Warlord, so it looks like it will actually be a tri-lane troll, and frankly, I think he will offer you a bit more than Dragon Knight. The Whirling Blade axes are just a lot more useful than in a a 3v3 skirmish than something like a Dragon Tail.
Yeah, it depends on which lane they want to win more. Obviously, Troll Warlord give you a ton more killing power on that tri lane, whereas Troll Warlord shuts down the mid lane a little bit harder than a Dragon Knight would.
And with that being said, we'll have a pause. So, looking at the drafts overall, Lumi, do you have a favorite as far as like who's got the better draft? I'm kind of liking RoX.KiS's draft myself.
Yeah, I think I like RoX.KiS more as well.
I think it's the more stable draft.
Yeah, they're tankier, they're faster, they have more late game power. Once you have Radiance and Lone Druid, I think that outdoes Tro. Because what is a late game here coming out from Fnatic? Dragon Knight, Spirit Breaker, and Tro. They're decent damage output, but they fall off quite quickly.
I mean, these are amazing pub carries. Troll can outcarry almost anyone in a pub because people normally just run in one at a time. But in a competitive game, you've got a lot of ways to kite them. Entangle, Net, same for a Spirit Breaker too. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think RoX.KiS just slightly more well-rounded, but Fnatic have heroes if they get out of control, they really get out of control. Spirit Breaker and Clockwork in particular. And on that note, Game 1 is underway. We can introduce the teams. On the side of Fnatic, on the Dire side, No Tail on that support Disruptor, leading the way. Fnatic defending their own jungle as a unit of 5. Era on the Troll Warlord. 150.
I think that's Fly.
Yeah, Fly on the... Man, come on now, guys. Make my life easy. On the Spirit Breaker, Hani playing the Dragon Knight, and then Trixie, your offlane Clock. And on the Radiant side, we have RoX.KiS, 4-2. Fnatic 0-2 in the group, desperately needed to win all their games from here on out. Solo standing in for RoX.KiS. And you said he's been a big part of their wins recently.
What's with that enunciation, man?
No
Just name it
comments.
Solo,
No
man.
comments. Nexus on the Weaver.
Just leave him alone.
Yol on the Enchantress. That puts Sadoy on the safe lane Lone Druid. And then the solo mid will be BZZ is perfect on the Night Stalker.
All right, so kind of very, very standard item choices, nothing out of the ordinary. Solo does have a poor man shield pulled to him, so fairly rich. Actually, has he even? Yeah, he's got wards pulled or regen pulled to him, thanks to Enchantress. And we saw a bit out of this during TI3. When there's a 6 armor poor man shield melee hero runs at you, there's nothing you can do. You just kind of right click him and he'll right click you back.
Yeah, obviously you can still look to burst a Naga down, but not with magical damage, but, not at the early levels. And as long as she can be in the middle of the fight, Riptiding 2-3, it's very hard to win the tri-lane against that.
Okay, looks like we have a illusion room being picked up by the Weaver, and he's just looking to block a couple of camps. Pretty good.
Yeah, only blocks the one. Actually, Spirit Breaker blocking his own camp, Fly. He's worried about that offensive jungle Enchantress.
Okay.
So denying some creeps to y'all, but you can't block the camp all day. At some point, you got to go get experience of your own.
Oh, he's now kind of somewhat surrounded by Solo as well as Enchantress. They're not going to kill him, but good harass.
Yeah, this guy has 5 armor and 700 HP with boots, so they're definitely not killing him.
Okay, well, now we do have a level 1 ward being dropped down here. That's going to be from Niltail to... What's going on in this jungle? Nothing much is going on, I can tell you that.
A lot of dancing, but not much actual action.
Yeah.
No Tail, maybe in a tiny bit of trouble. There's your net. Now coming through will be a Sakuchi, dropping fast, only 1 armor.
Body block from
This is going to
Illusion.
be first blood.
Wow. The charge is going to come through, but a little bit too late here. And well, you don't expect this trial and get a first blood, especially going ensnare and enchant a level 1. That's right clicks.
Yeah, where's the damage? There's no Riptide, there's no Impetus,
That's
there's
Disruptor
no
being
creeps.
squishy as hell.
That was just 1 Sakuchi and a bunch of auto attacks.
Yeah. And, really good body blocking. That helped out a ton. So.
As far as our other lanes, I would... generally, you'd expect the Lone Druid to win the safe lane, but so far, Trixie's doing a really nice job. 7-1, keeping the pace with Sadoy. There's a few more creeps because he's under tower right now, but pretty even in that bottom lane. And then mid, well, Hani's just going to bottle Crow, and BZZ just going to look to farm,
Bottle
get
Crow,
that level 6.
The bot lane's going to go a little bit better for Sadoy once he gets to level 5. I think Clockwork will never actually kill the bear, whereas the bear does have a good chance of killing the Clockwork, so eventually the lane gets a bit better. Where's the Fnatic tri lane? Well, they just gave away a first kill, and Yo with Enchantress able to dive whenever they want. This could be fairly dangerous here for Troll Warlord. I mean, he does have melee whirling axes, and with Berserkers, he's look at his armor. It's absolutely insane. Plus 6 armor. He's got 100 extra HP. He's got a little bit more movement speed. More importantly, 60% miss chance of physical attack. But you could still dive and burst him down.
Yeah, RoX.KiS just farming the enemy jungle at this point. Their Weaver doesn't really need help, and a safe lane Troll against an off-lane Weaver is not going to have the best time. Era, you can't bottle Crow like you can mid on Troll. And he's somewhat reliant on spamming his nuke, so I think this lane's looking good for them. They can make a rotation towards mid soon, and if they backstab Hani and he doesn't see it coming, he will die. For the time being, there's a nice observer ward spotting their movements, but RoX.KiS getting a lot out of the jungle. Fnatic, they went aggressive tri-lane now, like you mentioned, but can they actually do anything bottom? I mean, maybe if Sadoy gets aggressively as his tower, but he's scouting with his bear. He's going to see this coming most likely.
I think if you go Thunder Strike and charge Sadoy, you're probably going to get a kill, especially this is a good time to go for it. He's not level 5 just yet. I mean, I think this tri-lane is going to do more than the tri-lane that the Radiant team has presented itself, because this Radiant team, they're just jungling, and they just have that one Centaur that's about to die. Are we going to see a go here on Sadoy?
They do actually know he's there, it seems, with the pings coming out. They don't have vision currently. The camp's going to die soon. They're not going.
Oh, well.
Now the bear, he hit a tree, and that's... the jig is up.
Okay, or more not. Like
or not. He's
rocket
sticking around. Should be fine.
Oh, they're Thunder Striking the bear, okay.
Their supports are still level 1 with 0 experience at 4 minutes. Compare that to Enchantress. Level 2 and change. Same for the Naga.
It's not too good experience on this side either. So.
Yeah, it's not as good as it should be, frankly.
Yeah.
They should have more, considering they've just been in the jungle. But
okay, would you see Spirit being salved and tangled up? This is some next level stuff.
Or you can just send a Fountain, but doesn't want to do that. Top rune looks like going to Hani, picks up the invis. BZZ just going to bottle Crow.
Alright.
And now they're going to push the tier 1 top, and Troll cannot do anything against this.
No, Troll generally with Tri-Lane could run in and perhaps use some whirling access action, but he's only level 3 himself. He's not getting too much done either.
Meanwhile, just passive play overall, and I think this favors RoX.KiS, because they're getting really good farm, and once that first nighttime hits, there's some heroes that are just complete food.
Yeah, well, Disruptor being one of them, right? He's so under level at this point. They're Thunder Striking neutral creeps to get experience, and oh no, Sadoy's gonna steal that one neutral. And it's not the gold, it's the experience that Disruptor's not getting. And now he's trying to rotate mid without any mana to set up a gank. That's not gonna work against the Night Stalker.
Level 3 Naga, and level 3 Enchantress. There is a smoke, and they also have their boots on the Enchantress. Charging towards mid, looking to go on the Night Stalker. Great time to kill him shortly before the first night, and
where's the stun?
No Dragon Tail.
Where's the stun?
I actually think... I don't know if they could have killed him there, to be honest.
Well, the charge was... the mana's already used. Might as well...
Yeah, top lane, though. A lot of action coming out. There's Cogs. Trixie caught solo in position. He's far behind enemy lines. Now the Whirling Blacks is coming through, but Era's going to fall first. This poor man Shield Naga is way too tanky. Trixie also dropping pretty low. Looks like Solo's going to go back in, absolutely toying with them. He's still alive, and it looks like he's going to live. In fact, Fly is not going to. Chased down, and now a charge. Is it going to be enough? This Naga can't touch this, he says. 4-0. Solo playing like a boss.
I don't know why he didn't charge to mid lane. If he charged to mid lane, he just runs across. There's no stuns to actually stop it, and he survives that one. So that's a questionable charge. Maybe just couldn't find a target on the mid lane.
I think this proves what we were talking about, just that poor man Shield Naga. Absolutely insanely hard to kill.
And I just think Fnatic is not playing like the Fnatic that took top 8 in TI3. Like, this is... I don't know, what are they on vacation, or what's going on here?
First nighttime's going to hit right now. BZZ is perfect heading towards top. And, I mean, to go back to that, Fnatic, they took some time off after TI3. I know other teams did, but Trixie and Hani, I believe, made a trip to the Philippines. It seemed like they were kind of taking more of a prolonged break, so maybe they're just rust and a lack of practice.
Okay, and they're going to try to rotate up top. There is an Observer Ward to scout things out. You have a level 2 Spirit Breaker that can't do anything. Troll's level 4. The only person that's remotely farm is Dragonite, but Dragonite's not going to rally his team back through ganks. And No Tail's level 2 as well. I mean, I guess your Clockwork could gank yourself back, gank your team back, but that's, you know, that Clockwork has to do overtime.
And a lot of these heroes are just not heroes he can solo kill. He cannot solo kill a Weaver. He cannot solo kill a Night Stalker, unless that Night Stalker's running around at like half HP.
Yeah.
And he'll need a lot of help, but who's going to help him? A level 2 Spirit Breaker?
I mean, you know, I don't think he wants to go for solo kills. I think he wants to involve his support, so the support should get some levels.
Well, it's a level 2 Spirit Breaker and a level 2 Disruptor. They just don't offer anything.
Man. Just charge. That's a stun.
Yeah, I mean, time-lapse, well, here we're going to see an initiation. Fly in the jungle,
Charge.
caught out,
Oh,
net to start,
charge. Yeah.
Bash is there, and, or rather the charge. Now double Centaur Stomp, perfect chain stun, easy kill, and, well, there's their hook, looking to turn it around, they'll find one. Night Stalker not really
There you go.
involved in this engagement at all. Finally showing up. No Tail dropping pretty low. No Tail not dead yet though. Still alive.
He's gonna deny the neutrals. Oh, but there's no neutrals. Night Stalker walks back in. Looks like Weaver's gonna secure that kill. Night Stalker is gonna silence up Hani, and the right clicks. That looks like the range rolling axis missed Trixie in that cog with Nexus.
Still got time lapse. He can completely turn this around. If they don't chain stun him, they do get that last Dragon Tail though, and he will fall. They are fighting without the Lone
Okay,
Druid.
they got to charge as well, and they're going to charge right up here against BZZ. No mana for the stun, and there's a straight up TP out.
Oh,
No bashes.
switches to Intreds, but no bashes and just didn't have the mana.
Okay, I mean, that wasn't too bad for Fnatic.
That was great for Fnatic. The thing is, RoX.KiS do have a Lone Druid. He's not going to come to these fights. He's just going to push. So, well, when Fnatic send 5, that's great. Level 3 now on your Disruptor. Level 2 still on the Spirit Breaker, but he hits 3. And most importantly, this Clockwork and Dragon Knight are having a decent time of it. They're going in bottom now.
They're going to have to kill that Sidoi. Sidoi gets Dragon Tail up. Where's the backup here? No Thunder Strike. No, he does have Thunder Strike. They're going to glimpse him backwards. The cogs got to be perfect. No, they're not even cog. The right clicks. And Disruptor gets a kill. He hits himself.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Fly also falling. Night Stalker all over the place. And they do get the Lone Druid kill, but now the mid tier 1 in jeopardy. And frankly, now this trade I think I like better for RoX.KiS. Taking the tier 1 mid, I'd give up my Lone Druid for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you don't want to sack your Lone Druid, but
You still have a Weaver, still have a Night Stalker, and the map control is going to increase a lot.
yeah, taking the tier 1 for a Night Stalker is absolutely huge. Allowing to have easy access to the jungle is really.
There's a charge on this Weaver. I'm not sure if they really want to be going into this.
Calm down there.
They're going to back off.
Fly Dota. That's
It's you know when you leave the well as a Spirit Breaker, you always want to charge somebody so that you have full mana and also just start the cooldown, even if you decide not to. And get there faster. So even if you decide not to actually go, which he wisely did not.
Looks like we're gonna see a dive on Troll. Troll's got to go melee for him as soon as possible. No melee. Look at his HP. Just, well, he's dead.
Yeah, really slowed up. There's no rotation. He's actually still alive.
Ooh, that's
but one
60%.
more void. One more void should do it. And there you go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, looking for the trade. There's going to be a charge, and Sidoi also likely to go down. Is there going to be a counter initiation? No.
Where's that stun?
No Dragon Tail. Can't get in range. Gets clips back inside the kinetic field. Stunned up. Held in position. Now the battery cell comes, and Sidoi just not long for this
Where's
world.
that stun, honey? Oh man, that took way more work than necessary, and they're gonna lose a Disruptor because of that.
Just casually coming in from the backside.
Against 4 heroes.
BZZ, he's just finding a nice pickoff. But yeah, stun. I think he was out of range actually there.
I don't think he was. But
maybe I'm
not
wrong.
sure was on cooldown. I don't know. Something went wrong there.
Well, that's unfortunate because while that was happening, the tier 2 top got pressured. They're just parked in the enemy jungle. 9-5 your score, but I'm looking at gold. 5,000, 6,000 gold lead for RoX.KiS, 2,500 experience lead, and they have heroes that can use it.
Yeah.
I mean, already you see Nexus working towards a BKB as the Ogre Club up. Night Stalker has 1,700 gold. These heroes, if you get tanky enough against Fnatic, which are kind of burst damage based, it could be trouble. Top lane, big dive coming out.
Yeah, Night Stalker's gonna go right in, focusing on No Tail. One void, half his HP. Charge is gonna go in solo, but solo is not the target you want. You want Yo. Yo's healing through. He's taking a lot more damage. So looks like we have a whirling axis that's gonna get 1 kill. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade so far. That's a ranged whirling axis. They want. Oh, Naga comes in with the song.
Are they gonna fight? They could get a 3 heroes. No points in Swarm. I don't like this build. You should always get at least 1 point.
At least 1 point in Swarm, yeah.
I don't think you need to max it, but...
Clockwork has a hook. Oh, Flame Breath is gonna...
Oh, hoping for the hook. Blindly throwing it out. Not gonna connect.
Okay.
They will back off.
Good try.
Remember, when it's going like this favors RoX.KiS, because they have the Lone Druid farming on the other side of the map.
I mean, they still got a 2-for-1 trade. So, Era trying to farm his way back on the top lane, but he's gonna get ganked right now.
Well, I did tell the chat before the game, I would put my rares on RoX.KiS. Some people were dubious because Solo's playing. But
Man, Solo's like a player.
yeah, when he feels like
Dire's
it.
bottom tower is under attack.
Arrow getting silenced, now voided, and he's not long for this world either. Just a few more artifacts. Actually trying to TP out. Is he going to live the glimpse?
All right.
The glimpse slows down the Weaver, makes him hit a few less times, and just enough, but still, the victories right now for Fnatic are, just surviving, not finding too many kills, and not putting a lot of pressure on the map.
Era's leveling up Berserker's Rage. I don't think it's always...
That's probably a misclick. I mean, it just doesn't scale that well.
It doesn't, and this is a game where when you're so far behind, you get stats. You just try to tank up. Because it's not like Fervor really helps out.
1 point is okay. I mean, Fervor, the way it scales, it's worth getting 1 point, but I'd say that's about it.
Yeah.
Era, he doesn't even have a TP cooldown because he just used it, runs back top and immediately goes down. Now it's going to be No Tail on the run. There's another teleport coming. Trixie joining the fray, but they do catch BZZ as perfect. In Cogs with Battery Assault flying through. Nexus should be able to clean him up. Sticks up, living for now. Now he's running. He's got another bottle charge here. Is he going to live? It looks like it. And he wants to go back in to kill off the Night Stalker. Triple kill for Nexus. And while this is happening, they're pushing mid. They're pressuring bottom now with the Enchantress, and they're still not done yet.
Oh, looks like Nexus gets stunned under the tower range. Protection's right there. Glimpse. Oh, speaking of Glimpse, he's teleporting in right now.
And are they actually going to be able to fight? He respawns so fast, just diving No Tail. He knows he's done, so BZZ says, let me get you one more kill before I go. But doesn't look like it's going to happen. They're dropping sentries right outside their own base. They glimpse back the Weaver, gets charged. The charge will follow him through it.
No backtrack. Yeah, they get the kill.
No time lapse. But remember, not fighting with Lone Druid, not fighting with Enchantress. Tier 2 does fall mid, and 2,800 gold up now on Sedoid.
With that said, though, they did just bring down Night Stalker and Weaver. That was a big streak. Hook barely missing on Yo. And, you know, these, to me, are all nice kills. But Lone Druid is up to 2,800 gold. And Radiance is coming very soon.
I think the other thing worth mentioning is RoX.KiS have not really spent a lot of this gold. 3,200 in the Night Stalker's bank. 3,300.
No rage buyback.
Weaver about to get his BKB. Solo just picked up an urn as well as Arcane Boots. And 2,800 gold on Lone Druid. So basically, they have a bunch of gold they haven't used yet, and they're still winning these engagements.
Do you even feel like BKB is necessary on Weaver? I feel like
against you really need one against Disruptor just because of the static storm.
No, on paper, yeah, it's nice to have, but from how the fights are going, they're just kind of rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Lincoln's is good enough just because of static storm.
Forget Lincoln's, just get like drums and right-click items.
You need BKB
the
first.
The throw inside of me is wanting to see more dives.
I mean, it would be more exciting. I think not getting BKB against Disruptor is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you get cogged inside Static Storm. Like, that's just brutal.
Or Kinetic Field, you know.
Yeah, or Kinetic Field. And it won't be a Radiance build. Interestingly enough, Sedoy will actually go for a Maelstrom.
Interesting.
We just don't see this much anymore.
Yeah, I feel like Radiance, when you're this far ahead, it's like a Dagon, but on steroids. It's one of those items that...
There's a big glimpse.
Ooh.
No, BKB to dodge the glimpse. Was trying to figure out why he didn't go in there. Now they do catch Trixie, surrounded and should be brought down in a hurry. Cogs are there, pushing everyone back. In comes a hasted Hani. Stunning BZZ is perfect, but he's so tanky. Now Hani in the kinetic field, starting to take a lot of damage, but with the haster, and I think he gets away here. One more imp! No way, not against that imp. That was an initiation gone horribly wrong.
The further you go back, the more damage you take, so haste is countering this.
Ain't gonna save you there.
Alright.
And RoX.KiS should easily be able to take this tier 2 bottom. There is a glyph available, but no static storm right now. Clockwork dead. And now they've taken the tier 2 mid and tier 2 bottom. So Roshan, if not now, very, very soon.
Okay, so I think RoX.KiS is just rolling in this game. They can do whatever the hell they want. They could even just siege tier 3 if that's what they care about, but I think Roshan is just the safer choice.
The one thing is they don't have song.
Forget song.
Okay.
just go in. But no, they go into the pit, smoke, and come right back out.
Sneaky. Are they gonna find anyone?
There's an entire...
They're all chasing. Era once again caught out. Swarm to fly. They don't have a static storm yet. Oh, actually, no, still... No Tail's still only level 5. There's just no... He doesn't even have static storm.
That BKB's not blocking anything right now.
Just the glimpses when he needs to. But No Tail, nice job with the stick charge. Is going to end up living.
Nice stick. And we didn't get too much done there. There's another BKB coming out from BZ's Perfect.
I cannot believe that we're 16 minutes in and No Tail does not even have level 6. Neither does Fly either. I mean, I did mention the supports were under-leveled, but you rarely see it this bad.
The problem is these two supports only get level if you're pulling or if you're killing stuff. And
yeah, they can't just go farm efficiently.
Yeah, you definitely can't either. So what do you do when you're so far behind?
In theory, having a Disruptor is a really good against Weaver and decent against Naga as well, preventing her from sawing and just controlling the team fight. But if you don't have Static Storm, then what does this hero actually do for you?
Yeah,
very little.
Disruptor's level 5 and Weaver's level 11 with the BKB.
Yeah, and the BKB, you could see, like, just makes them basically immortal.
Yeah.
Even if they had another strike, they just don't have the burst damage. Unless they get, like, 2 or 3 lucky bashes in a row, they're not killing him.
Okay. Oh, there is a battle trance. You know, there's 2 bashers. Like, one bashing Spirit Breaker, one bashing Troll, so yeah. I can see that happening.
It still would be a pretty low percentage. Battle Trance is going to help, but you have boots on your Spear Breaker and treads on your Troll, and that's it.
Alright, Trixie trying his best to kill a Satyr.
Oh, he'll get it. He'll get it.
Okay.
Small victories here for Fnatic.
Moral victories, because that's all they're getting so far.
They have double BKB, by the way. Night Stalker's picked his up as well, and Yol's going to have an Aghanim Scepter quite soon.
Alright, so now they go back to the Roshan pit. They have Solemn back up. They have a Medallion Courage on Naga. So this should be a free one.
There's a Shadow Blade on Hani, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything about this. The Naga Siren is in perfect position.
Oh, he's going to try to steal it.
Song's there, catches them out. Aegis goes to the Weaver.
Spirit
Well done.
Spirit Blade, it's going to run out soon. Hani's just, like, exposed now.
That was... Solo's playing really well. I mean, you know, normally it's like, well, you wait to see if they go in, but just Song to be safe and take the Rosh. No problem.
It's okay. You're so far ahead that you're okay, you know, throwing away an ultimate like that for.
And I thought his positioning was also really good. Not being in the pit, not even being on the ramp, but hiding in the trees above the pit when the mid lane's pushed. The chances of Clockwork finding you there are very slim.
I mean, he wants to block the hook if that's where the angle comes in. He's okay blocking the hook as well, so.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get solo cogged, he should be able to easily get off the Song.
Okay, so.
Now they go high ground. Can Fnatic stop this at all?
This is where the Spirit Bear with the extra attack speed comes in handy here.
Tower's starting to take some chip damage. There's no glyph available. The net's going to fly, but I don't think they really want to commit to any kills. BKB from BZZ, and the Static Storm does absolutely nothing. They'll retreat out. Weaver still has his. But with the BKB on cooldown, maybe they just back here. Okay. And we'll have a pause from Trixie.
I could guarantee you that Fnatic is going to GG out if they lose this Rax in this fight. Because Fnatic one of those teams that GG out quite early.
Confirmed.
Confirmed? What?
GG confirmed if they lose by Lumi. Okay. Confirmed by Luminous.
Yes. I'm the insider right now.
Bulba ain't got nothing on you.
Nope.
Fly's problem.
Is it the problem of level 6 in 19 minutes? Is that the problem?
Well, his name is 150. I feel like it should be 99. But either way, RoX.KiS, they'll back off. That was good for Fnatic, honestly. Trade a Static Storm for a 10-second BKB. And Fnatic is hunting. Shadowblade Dragonite leading the way. I don't think they'll get anyone, though. Oh, there's a hook. No, there's a charge. They're going to find somebody. Charge canceled. Well, never mind that.
I just don't feel like these BKB are doing a damn thing. Like,
Nightstalker probably would have died there without BKB.
What damage?
Can't run out of Kinetic Field. You're taking Static Storm damage.
Static Storm does like 20.
No,
alright, it does like 170, but...
That's per second, Loom.
That's a...
At the max damage. I mean, I think it does like, I don't know, 400 damage or so if you tank the whole thing before reduction. Maybe a bit more. It's a lot.
Man, Nightstalker's got so much HP to go around. No problem.
Well, they do get a gem now on solo, so the Shadowblade Dragonite initiation isn't going to be there. As long as solo's with the team, the only way into these fights will be a hook or a charge, pretty much.
And the more important thing, the more dangerous thing is that they don't see solo with that gem. So when Nightstalker... Oh, no.
Tail.
No tail. He's leading in charge.
No fun. Silence. Couldn't get off a glimpse.
Okay.
There is a charge, but can he actually get out?
Okay.
There is even a Spirit Breaker all thrown out, but now Spirit Breaker going to play with his own life. BKB dodges it, and easy kill.
They try so hard.
You question these BKBs, Limmy.
Man, BKB... Where's my...
You've been watching too much.
SMYs?
You've been watching too much of Blitz's stream, where BKB is not a fun item. It's good. It's not fun. It's good.
Yeah, I
Better
agree.
to be good than fun.
I agree.
at least when it comes to a league with prize pool, they'll look to push the bottom lane again. I mean, ultimately, Fnatic is doing a nice job of stalling, but the question is to what end? Gold is now down by 14,000, and here we go. High ground, attempt number 2. Let's see if this one's more successful.
All right, Rocket Kinetic Field goes out as well. They do have that charge is gonna go on the bear of some sort. Oh no, Clockwork's gonna trap himself there. He's gonna be dead, I think. Still alive, still alive. One more hit's gonna do it. Clockwork hook against the bear. They're trying to save Trixie from the Spirit Bear. They're alive. They are successful. Okay.
No swarm here. The BKBs are being used up, and the Aegis is down. Is Nexus actually looking to go back in? Diving Hani. Hani silenced up, slowed down, brought down in a hurry. Should be falling. Still alive. Finally get the last hit, and they'll pick up the kill. Eric coming back in. Needs a couple more bashes on Solo. Solo does have gem. If he goes, it would be pretty big. He's going to drop to the axes. Did they buy back there? No, just managing to hang on to this fight for the time being. But now they lose the Spirit Breaker. Driven back to the well. Nexus diving, going deep for this. They should get the extra kill. Plink tried to back off for some additional impetus damage and will end up getting it. 4 down, driven to the fountain. herded like cattle. Fnatic GG out. 22 minutes in, thoroughly beaten down, and Solo is having a little all chat.
Wow. Okay.
It's game one.
All right.
He ran his mouth a bit. Let's see if Fnatic looks to get even.
All right. Fair enough.
Nothing was said after that by Fnatic. Do you think they're mad?
I think they're a little mad. Yeah.
I'd be a little mad.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt like RoX.KiS just the more solid lineup. That was the main thing for me.
Yeah. The double support of Spirit Breaker and Disruptor was not cutting it. So
it could be amazing. Like if they got ahead and they're just finding heroes with Glimpse, with Charge, with Hookshot. I can see it
if they got ahead.
Yeah, it was one of those if lineups though. It's like if it goes well, you're in good shape. Whereas RoX.KiS lineup, you have heroes that are just gonna be useful. Like Naga will be useful.
We better see some Meepo coming out of No Tail. That's the only way to redeem this.
I mean, they tried the no tail mid thing, but it seems like they want to stick with Hani mid. So
okay.
I don't know. Cool. That's game one, guys. It's a 2-game series. It's our last game of WePlay Dota 2 action for the day. Group D, hanging in the balance. Fnatic, they might just be eliminated after this one. It's going to be hard for them to advance. Now 0-3 in the group. Let's see if they can get their first win after this.